The longest government shutdown in U.S. history is over, but it will take time for all federal services to fully restart. Many federal employees returned to work within hours of the president signing the bill. In Arkansas, SNAP food benefits are expected to be issued overnight. There's still some uncertainty, though, for travelers, with FAA flight restrictions remaining in place for now. Delta's CEO told CBS News he expects normal operations to resume well before the Thanksgiving travel rush.
As soon as the Senate deal on Monday got approved, staffing levels almost overnight improved dramatically. So last couple days, the only cancellations that Delta had were the government mandated cancellations for us, which is mostly on our smaller planes. And I expect by the weekend, we're pretty much going to be full steam ahead.
The spending bill funds the government through January 30th, pays back federal workers, and reinstates those who were fired. It also funds SNAP assistance for a full year. Arkansas DHS expects full payments to be dispersed to SNAP recipients starting at midnight, but food pantries say the need for food assistance in our area is still high. 5 News reporter Claire Everbach is live right now sharing what they're still doing now that the shutdown has ended. Claire?
Yes, Morgan, I'm outside Feed 479 in Springdale, where earlier today families filled this parking lot for their food pantry. I got a chance to speak with the director about his work and people who this pantry directly impacts.
They get a shopping cart, a volunteer helps them, and they get to walk around and pick out produce, deli items, bakery items, meat items, and things that are important for them.
Dennis Smiley is the director of Feed 479 in Springdale, a food pantry open 4 days a week. Smiley says with the government shutdown disrupting food benefits, they've seen more people than ever.
We have had a lot of demand the last 2 weeks. In fact, last week was one of our busiest weeks ever.
One of those people is Carlos Vasquez, who regularly shops at the pantry.
You always get greeted here with a smile, and they very helpful, very nice people. And actually, no judgment. I can see all kinds of different people coming in here.
Vasquez says the pantry fills more than his cart.
It's a place that fills your soul, not just your bucket.
As the holiday season approaches, Smiley says the pantry is committed to serving those in need.
It's the holiday season, demand is high anyway, and we're open 4 days a week to help serve the community, and we're going to do as much as we can.
And for Vasquez, this help means families can focus on what really matters this holiday season.
They're going to enjoy the holiday knowing that they're going to have a meal. Whatever meal they're going to have is going to be more, is going to be added into the joy of the season. So people are going to feel, I'm sure, happier, knowing that they're going to share something that they're going to pick up here and that it's going to help them mitigate the situation.
Feed 479 is open Monday through Thursday of each week. They also partner with the NWA Food Bank and Lowell for mobile pantries. You can schedule those on their website, feed479.org. Live in Springdale, covering news where you live, Claire Everbach, 5 News.
Thank you, Claire. With food pantries getting ready for the holidays as they recover from the shutdown, the Fayetteville Public Library is reminding people about its annual Food for Fees donation drive. It's happening through Saturday, and each non-perishable food item brought in will reduce fees on library accounts by $2.
One of the things that the library is here to do is help support the community in whatever way we can. Generally, that means, your entertainment or through educational programs. But when we can have drives like these, like the sweater drive, the food for fees, that sort of thing, we are trying to help support the community that supports us so much.
You can find more details about the Food for Fees donation drive by visiting the library's website at the address on the bottom of your screen, faylib.org. Well, health care premiums are set to rise next year for many Arkansans, and one Northwest Arkansas woman says her costs are more than doubling. 5 News reporter Bo Russell joins us now. And Bo, she's facing a tough decision.
Well, a very tough decision, Morgan. I spoke with Martha White today, a retiree who says her monthly Affordable Care Act plan is jumping from $500 a month to more than $1,050. She says at that price, she's having to do away with health care. Martha tells me she received a notice last week that her 2026 premium would be more than doubling, saying it feels like a second mortgage. Now, this is an issue nearly 44 million Americans might face, as the spending bill that was passed to reopen the government, it failed to include language to extend an ACA subsidies that Martha says she can manage the risk of living uninsured for a few months, but she's worried about families living paycheck to paycheck who might face similar increases.
Do you decide between health care or food on the table? And especially a roof over your head, and a car, and getting gas, and having clothes. And it's a treadmill, continuous treadmill for these families on high speed.
Martha tells me she's reached out to Arkansas representatives to look for a solution as premiums rise. She says she's sharing her story to help others who might be facing the same tough choices. Bo Russell, 5 News.
Thank you, Bo. And we will continue following updates on the healthcare negotiations that are expected to continue on Capitol Hill over the next month. You can find the latest developments around the clock on our website, 5newsonline.com. We're following developments tonight in the murder case against an Arkansas father. Aaron Spencer is charged with killing his daughter's alleged rapist in Lonoke County. Prosecutors are saying Spencer planned to kill 67-year-old Michael Fosler even before he found Fosler with his 14-year-old daughter in October 2024. That theory came in a legal brief filed late last week. Prosecutors point to body cam video from July where Spencer asked deputies about Fosler's potential prison time and when he would be released. The court documents also allege Spencer asked a person for Fosler's address and told the person not to tell police he'd asked for it. The trial date for this case is currently set for January 26th. Also developing today, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt spared the life of a death row Oklahoma inmate today in the hours leading up to his scheduled execution. 46-year-old Tremaine Wood is the 6th condemned person in the state's modern history to receive clemency. Wood was sentenced to death for the murder of Ronnie Whip during a botched robbery in 2001. Wood's legal team says he's innocent of the murder, claiming he was only an accomplice and the murder was done by his brother. The clemency grant is Stitt's second since taking office in 2019. State Representative Cindy Munson, the leader of Oklahoma's Democratic Party in the state House, released this statement applauding the governor for the clemency decision, thanking everyone who wrote the governor's office advocating for Wood's clemency request. The Fayetteville School District is reevaluating how students move from elementary to high school, and that includes new plans for new campuses like a new Ramey Junior High. The proposed site is just east of College Avenue, land the district already owns. Some community members say that it's too expensive and too risky, citing tree loss, steep slopes, and traffic near other schools.
Our board has been very thoughtful in where they place the schools to where it not only meets our current needs, but we expect it will meet the needs for the future.
District leaders say the $103 million plan preserves more than 30% of the natural landscape. It improves stormwater drainage and brings schools closer to families. The rezoning request now goes to the Fayetteville City Council for final approval. The Alice L. Walton Foundation announced who they've hired to design the new hospital in Bentonville. They selected Canon Design and EDSA to design the campus, which will be focused on whole health. And they released these renderings showing what the finished product will look like. The hospital is a $700 million collaboration between the foundation and Mercy Hospital to expand healthcare access and improve patient outcomes. The campus will feature extensive landscaping with trails and pedestrian paths.